I said to you, every time after a big consolidation, we get spectacular moves. So we had 8 months of consolidation. We're in the 3rd month here now of consolidation. Maybe it will be sideways for a big part of the year and then a spectacular move into the end of the year. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another trading day. Today I will have a look at cryptocurrency, still making those long lower shadows on the bottoms and at the bottom of those ranges. The FTSE Long that we're looking at and the dollar index, and also look at some currency strength. So if you look at the dollar index here, I've been talking about this for quite a while now. Every time it comes down the candles, it's long black candles and then the small white candles going up the page, indicating short-term weakness for that matter. A bull trend wants to see long white candles, small black candles or small retracement candle bodies, and then a bear trend wants to see long black candles and then white or small rising candles. Now on the stage yesterday I thought this thing is going to rub it in my face because of the dollar strength and then fading out, but you can see how we came down in long black, small whites, long black again. Yesterday was all over the place now, but you can see this morning, so it's not a long black yet, so we will know by tomorrow again. And I think that should then confirm a little bit more of the bearishness in the market to retest this moving average and the structure coming in on the market. If you look at in general, the dollar was just up there in the halfway mark this morning, or the neutral mark. You can see there it was, that was the previous bar, and now it's coming back into the red zone. So the weakness is definitely increasing in the dollar. In general, I need to be short dollar, and the yen has dropped from way up there, from all the sparkle almost in the green zone, overnight down to the weakest spot. You can see the US yen flying up this morning and yesterday actually also, for the last few days for that matter, but a big drop coming in showing us that the yen is losing speed. So now I'm switching to yen short. Swiss definitely short since yesterday, looking for some opportunities. On the long side, pound and the CAD definitely something. I'm worried about the Aussie and the New Zealand because they do pretty much the same thing, and with the New Zealand here neutral, Aussie I don't know. So but yes, if you want to be long something there, it would be Aussie, not the New Zealand. And then the pound is really pushing hard also for one of those top spots. So that's definitely the direction of currencies, but my focus this morning is very much on cryptos. But first, before we get there, I'm going to look at the FTSE. Now I've given you a long year on Monday and then yesterday morning yet again, and starting to hit targets 1.27. We're looking at 1.618. That's not a target yet. So all stop losses for me now down on these lows. Now in my mentoring group, we started taking longs here. So we got a long there, and a long there. Now we've hit all the targets from this one. This one we've hit first targets, we're still going for the second targets. And now this last one here, yeah, look at targets at 2.618. That's the areas I'm looking at to get a target on that second trade. It's quite a difficult one. Because the breakout trade came right on the highs there, so very difficult. So I think rather I should move this to this last swing here and then set a target on that 2.618. So I think I'm a little bit overbearing there, so let's just do this and say all right, 2.618. Because if you look at this one here, the risk reward, okay, it's not that bad, 60. Okay, let's work with the 1.6. Yeah, the 2.618 there. If you look at 1.618 here, it's not going to be great. So let's work at targets there and for the final trades here. Now at this stage, stops needs to be down on these long lower shadows. Let's hope for the best there. And yet again, we can look at re-entries. So if it comes back down, 100% fine. That swing there, see here 50% level coming right on those previous all-time highs there. So still nothing wrong with adding back into the trade. Yet again, I'm trying to ride this as hard as possible. I've missed the move in the DAX, so this is the only one I can do at this stage. The only worrisome part is the stronger pound coming in, which is more stock market bearish than anything else. However, with the weakening dollar, we should see the US markets going up, and hopefully this will pull up behind this. But on a strong dollar, I am a little bit worried. I'm not a strong dollar, I'm on the strong pound. I'm a little bit worried about taking new longs, but I'll still ride this as much as I can. Before we continue, thank you for today's sponsor, Inkasu. Do you struggle with customer queries that takes up all your time? Contact Inkasu to help transform your website customer focus with an integrated AI staff member. For more info, check out the link in the description. Then getting to cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, all of them are making these long lower shadows still. I know it's highly frustrating, all the cryptos at this stage. I get a little bit irritated every now and when with something that I know it's going to go up. It's just a question of when. The previous sideways range we had was 8 months long. I just hope we don't have it. We are in our second month of sideways range. We started in December here and January, so we're actually in the third month. We completed 2 months. So we're on the third month of sideways range again. But as I've explained last time, I said to you, every time after a big consolidation, we get spectacular moves. So we had 8 months of consolidation. We're in the third month here now of consolidation. Maybe it will be sideways for a big part of the year and then a spectacular move into the end of the year. I won't mind as long as by the end of the year we've reached certain levels and flying up the page still. So you can see here, bull trend consolidation, bull trend consolidation. Well, let's hope for the best there. Stairway to heaven. But look at this long lower shadow here again yesterday. See there on the dailies, if you look at the 4-hour charts, long lower shadow started to pick up, run the liquidity here, and then the nice bullish engulfing then yesterday evening. So look at the daily charts, still very nice and strong, but immediately they start selling it off. Immediately they start pushing it down. So there's definitely resistance coming in. You can see this level here. This is the part that was worrisome, because that's the part you can see here. We had this, all these small bodies. I got very excited about the long white candle, but we're still closing below that. And now we're still staying. We closed basically on it yesterday. So the resistance is still coming in. We need to clear this resistance levels before we in the clear. The trend is in any case bearish there. So I need to stay bearish. Not that I will short it, but I will need to stay bearish on the short term. On a short-term time frame, not shorting it, but refraining from buying big. I want this to turn blue also. XRP scenario, we had the break, retracement. Look at that long white candle there, daily. Again, a long white candle, finding these support levels. Right, haven't run any form of liquidity here, not even on the 4-hour charts, but it still forms that long lower shadows. Solana, long lower shadow. All right, blackish candle, not that great, but testing again. If you look here, it came back again to test this halfway mark, and yet again the buyers are piling in. As I've said, I'm worried about that. Definitely it's still bearish. The consolidation, we need something like this. Now we could see this now, and this is not going to be nice. We could see something like that, or even more parallel like that. And that could then bring us down to the bottom of this candle. So you're tough. But I can see the buyers are jumping in, and yet again we're on the halfway mark of those candles, of those long lower shadows. You see how the support steps in on those long lower shadows. If you followed this channel for the last 2-3 weeks, I've been talking about these long lower shadows, how to trade them, and I think you've learned a lot on that to see where it goes. Will it work? I don't know. I can't say that. But you can see how the support is stepping in at those levels. Then Ethereum breaking out very nicely. This is one of the first bigger moves on Ethereum. If you look at the daily charts, we had this consolidation, but I'm more focused on the 4 hours. Look at this nice pattern, and now breaking out. Let's hope it keeps running, because in Ethereum it's been under pressure. It didn't perform at all. So this is now the area to watch for. The breakouts, any retest, counter reversals, that could get us to go long. And yet again, we're right at this halfway mark. We bounced off the halfway mark, and now we're breaking out on those long lower shadows. Not this 4 hour one, I'm talking about the daily one here. Okay. Then we're moving on to Chainlink. Chainlink, look at that lovely candle. Long lower shadow. Make these long lower wicks. Testing again the 50% level here of the shadow, and confirmed by the market structure. So that's the levels to watch. Litecoin flying. So Litecoin I showed you yesterday, big support level coming in, came back almost right to it and then bouncing off immediately. Daily candle, long lower shadow, again long lower shadow, showing The bulls are stepping in. This is actually bullish. If this hit this level, I would have been much more keen of getting into more of these, but at this stage it did not test it, so I'm a little bit worried about it. But you can watch the halfway mark of this long lower candle. If we start seeing patterns there on this halfway mark, we will get interested. The breakout of the flag pattern I showed yesterday. Cardano, look at yesterday's candle, long lower shadow. And what did I show you in the past? Halfway mark on the bodies, the sweet spots. Immediately it found support there. You can see on the 4-hour chart, it came in there, testing, bouncing. I'm not saying it's going to fly from there. All I'm saying is look at how the support level comes in, how the buyers are stepping in when we get to those sweet spot levels. XLM, long lower shadow, yet again, tested this level again, and the buyers are stepping in. On the 4-hour charts, see how it tested, a strong move for that matter. But look at the bulls stepping in when it gets to these halfway marks. Something to remember. Uniswap. Now Uniswap wasn't that much on my list over the last period, but if you look at on the dailies, the halfway mark there didn't get tested. That's why I didn't talk about it a lot. Look at the structure coming in there and there, but I wasn't that keen because of this. But now what I'm focusing on now is this pattern it's busy forming. So I'm putting this on my watch list also, looking at that and say, all right, you know what, when we see a break, I'm gonna get interested. Then that's the area I'm gonna look at this. So yeah guys, trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill out the comments below this video. You can support this channel by checking out all the links in the description. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Remember that trading carries risk. Don't forget to trade responsibly and never ever trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Can't wait to see you in my next video. Until then, trade well.